Lady in the back.
Yeah, speaking of directors, would you say that most of them give you a lot of creative freedom with how you're trying to create, or is it more strict, like you have to do it this way and that's the only way?
There are some directors who, I mean, it's the whole spectrum. I mean, I've worked with directors who will give me line readings and be like, you have to say it this way. And there are other directors who are like, all right, let's try 5 different ways, and you just, whatever you can come up with. So, but I always try to be prepared to go in either direction.
Yeah. And that's really, as an actor, the most important thing that you can do is be versatile and take direction well. If they are directing you to do it a certain way, and you don't, or you can't, or you won't, you're not going to get asked back again. That's just a fact. You have to be able to take direction. I happened to sit in for a few minutes one time in a session where there was a new actor who was working. This was someone who was an experienced stage actor, and the director was telling him to read it a certain way so that it was better fit, because we're stuck in anime, but it's already animated, and you have to match. And he was telling him to do it a little slower, a little faster, a little more emphasis on a certain part or something like that. And the actor was literally saying to him, "Oh, I don't think I should do it that way." And I thought, oh, well, and this was your last session, So, yeah, I mean, every director is totally different with how they're going to be. And also a lot of it depends on the project, too. What the constraints are that are placed on the director from, maybe from the Japanese, or from, if it's going on to a certain TV network, or there are all different things that can come into play, but just go in there and do your best.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of different directors, and some would give line readings, it's true, and some would be lousy at describing what they wanted. And I'd ask them, well, give me a line reading, because they couldn't explain what they wanted. I've done some directing, and I've given line readings at times, because I got to get the thing done. I got to get the line done, and let's move on. Because the actor wasn't getting what I was explaining. Maybe I wasn't explaining it right. I don't know. I worked with the director that gave me line readings, and it would drive me crazy.
Right. If they're doing it every time, it's very frustrating. Because then you just feel like, why don't you come in here and do it?
You apologize for doing it, and then keep doing it. They give a line reading and then give you a little laugh afterwards.
I literally had a director one time who wasn't just giving me line readings, and if you don't understand what that means, it means they're saying it to you in an exact way, and they want you to just parrot back exactly what they've said, which is very annoying if you're trying to be a creative person and produce this character on your own. But anyway, she was not just giving me line readings. She wanted me to actually look at her, and she was demonstrating for me on her person how I should make a particular sound, like an oomph or whatever the sound was. And I was just thinking, I've been doing this since you were 12. I didn't say that, but I thought it a lot.
Well, see, I actually had a director do that, where he'll be like, look at me, and I want the line more like this. But I find that almost helpful sometimes.
No, but I mean, she was saying, it was like the character was getting punched or something, and she was like, no, I really want you to, and like every line though, she's doing the line reading and acting it out, and like, you make that motion.
Not,
yeah. Yeah. Glad I haven't had to. Yeah, that is an excellent question about the actors getting criticized for bad dubs. What you need to understand is, and I'm not saying that everybody is a Laurence Olivier level actor, but the thing is that whatever is getting put out on a final release of something, that is decided by people that are above our pay grade. That's the director and the producer. So if they want the line said a certain way, they want the line written a certain way. In other words, let's say that there was some decision at some level that the character's name is going to be changed, or something like that. The actors don't get to decide that. We go in there and do what we're told, or else we won't work anymore. So that's not give us a break. It's not the actor's fault. We're not the ones who, it's really hard to fault someone with as hard as it is to get any kind of acting job on taking an acting job. We're just not responsible for what ends up in the final cut. Yes, I mean, there is a certain degree of talent or not, but ultimately, you can even put that the director or the producer, they're the ones hired. If we were miscast in a particular role, we're just taking the role because they hired us for it.
Yes.
So, if I get cast to play a 75-year-old woman and I'm lousy at it, well, what, I'm going to turn it down and go, oh, no. The funniest thing is when they hire you for an acting job, they'll say, Jason, would you like this job? Don't you think that's funny when they ask you if you would like the job? Because you're going to say no.
I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me
No?
that. No.
I have actually had people ask me if I wanted.
I would
Are
say
you
yes.
kidding? Yeah, but that was why I auditioned. And have you had an experience of anybody criticizing?
No, I can't say that I have. I've self-criticized certain things, a couple of jobs I've done that I didn't think I was very good, but they liked it, so. There were some jobs that were just work, that were draggy.
I've had the experience where people have written me emails saying, certain character, we liked it better when it was voiced by someone else, and they're, without naming names. And they always go on to say, well, why don't you quit this job so this person can take his job back?
Like they think you took it away from that person.
That's the thing, and I don't know how to respond to those sometimes because, it's beyond my responsibility to.
Right.
I'm like, if I quit this job, this other person's not coming back to do the role. They're going to find
They'll
someone
find
else.
person C to do the
Right.
job. Right.
Young lady.
Wow. That's other voice actors that you really like.
The people I work with, there are several actors I work with. Oh yes, when we have the chance. A lot of things are done one person at a time. When I did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we would all get together in the booth and record at the same time, and that was always great because spontaneous things would come out of that, But a lot of times you're just acting with yourself.
Wow. I have many voice acting heroes. When I was a kid, I think without even knowing it, I would just be more focused on the shows themselves and enjoying the different voices without even knowing who they were. Like I never realized when I was a kid that Barney and Bugs Bunny was the same person, but...
It was?
Yeah, no way.
Barney?
Barney in the Flintstones.
Oh, oh.
Barney Rubble.
Oh, okay.
Not Barney the dinosaur. Well, it's nice when you think Barney the dinosaur was around when I was a kid. Thank you. I love you now. But, yeah. And Hans Comedy is a good one.
Yeah.
Wow.
June Foray also
June
from
Foray. Oh my God.
the Rocky.
Yeah, she played Rocky. There are a lot of wonderful voice actors out there. I'm in awe of anybody. I'll give you one. Peter Fernandez, who's been working in show business now for over 70 years. He's in New York. He was Speed Racer, is probably his biggest claim to fame, but he's done hundreds and hundreds of other things. And I think Peter is awesome.
We're in the same show together. We're in a show called Pro Comedy together right now.
Yeah, I mean, Peter he's just great, and he's such a humble person, but anybody who's able to keep an acting career going for that amount of time, you gotta give him props. It's pretty impressive.
Frank Oz is very talented.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I like what Morgan Freeman does when he does voiceover. He's very effective at narrating. I think they're purposely making films so he can narrate them. Because he's such good at narrating. And let's see, that's better.
There are so many good ones.
Yeah, there are a lot of talented. Don LaFontaine, when he was live,
God bless him.
just did every movie trailer that goes around.